Welcome to Jam with
Jordan,
Andrew,
and Matt, where we use barroom banter and all the fucks to break down what's going on in the NFL. We're going to take a look back at Week 13 quickly, and then hit up a couple storylines going into Week 14, then we'll pick our favorites for this upcoming week. All right, first thing to talk about from last week, Thursday night, that Dallas upset over New Orleans.
it was a huge upset. Oh, no. That was ridiculous.
Dak didn't look bad.
for once.
Ezekiel Elliott is that dude, and
Always.
honestly, Drew Brees didn't look good.
No, they had a bad game.
Yeah, they did.
I don't know. That defense
Dallas'
is
defense
pretty.
showed up that
Dallas
game.
defense definitely
They really
showed
showed
up.
up that
They showed up
game.
for sure.
That was. Van Der Esch is playing awesome.
Yeah.
Sean Lee's coming back. They have the best linebacker core in the league.
Yeah.
I mean, that shit came down to it too, and then they had that last-second interception. That was money.
Yeah. They definitely have the best defense in the league. Best linebacking core. Well, not besides Bears and Rams, but they have one of the best defenses in it's top 3 right
Marcus
now.
Lawrence is one of the top players in the league.
Dude,
He's fucking.
They go.
He's playing out his
Sean
mind.
Lee's coming back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Their linebacking core is Sean Lee, Van Der Esch, and what's his name?
From Michigan. Oh, because on the defense they also have they have Marcus Lawrence. They have Taco Charlton.
And Taco
They have a bunch of people. Yeah, their defense is really good, and I think it's safe to say that team. I don't think Dak deserves a lot of the credit. It's definitely Zeke.
He's
Literally what moves the ball on offense.
Dak's
is Zeke.
not great,
No, not even.
but
close.
he wasn't bad.
He played a good
he
game.
played well enough to get through,
I
to
agree.
play. I mean,
Yeah.
we have plenty of quarterbacks that are middle of the road right now. He played a middle of the road quarterback game.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything spectacular, but he didn't fuck up either.
And all these games that they're
Jalen
winning,
Smith.
Jalen Smith.
That's really bad.
All these games are winning. Zeke has to play balls out.
Well,
He
they
has to
gotta
play.
give him the ball. They gotta give him touches.
And they have
Oh,
to.
Zeke doesn't ball.
When they
Yeah.
don't give him the ball, they don't win.
Amari Cooper is slightly coming on there.
He had a
That
good
game against
touchdown.
Washington, he blew up.
He's
Again
playing
against the New
well.
Orleans,
No,
he's done
definitely
okay. Yeah.
good there.
He looks a lot better there. I remember saying earlier on, I'm like, yo, I think this is better for Amari Cooper.
I don't know
And
how I'm going to say
again,
this, but
That's more you hating Dak, but it's a better fit for sure right now.
Amari Cooper got better coaching with Jason Garrett than John Gruden because Jason Garrett's actually using him versus John Gruden. I can't believe I'm saying it, but it's actually true. But
I think Amari Cooper's just being the athlete that he's supposed to be.
Oh,
and
yeah.
They're getting him the ball.
again, and him and Zeke are the reason that Dak looks as good as he does. Other than that, I mean, they don't have anyone else really down the stretch. Because if they make it to the playoffs, I don't see them beating anyone out of the first round. Because they're a wild card. Well, actually, they're probably into the division.
Yeah.
Because which is a shame to say. Like I want it to be Philly,
Because
but they need something to come. But they need to come
well,
back.
not only that, but
Washington's
a fucking.
Dumpster fire. It's
Yeah.
getting worse and worse. The Giants literally have Saquon and Odell.
They literally just keep hiring they're trying to see how far down the rabbit hole of quarterbacks they can go.
Washington?
Of shitty
Washington?
quarterbacks, yeah. I mean, they went from Colt McCoy
to Mark Sanchez.
to Mark Sanchez, and he looked horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, he looked like he did
He
back
had a
when he
butt
played for
fumble
fucking
recovery.
the Jets. Yeah.
Let's come on now.
Yeah, he's trash.
Yeah.
All right. Arizona beat Green Bay. Because of that, Mike McCarthy got the boot.
Which I don't get it still. Like,
I
Joe Philbin's there.
Yeah.
Well, he was the one calling the plays when they.
And then
during their good years when he
And
first
then they
came
fired
in.
the linebacker coach because the linebacker coach was one that made a tweet about next year we're going to be holding everyone accountable, including number 12 or something like that. It was something not ridiculous. It wasn't even like one of those ridiculous tweets that like, oh, he's going to get in trouble. No one thought he was going to get in trouble until they fired him. Because they need to hold Aaron Rodgers accountable for something. You can't just like be like, oh no, you're okay, little guy.
Yeah.
Like,
I would hope
He
he
still
doesn't
has
expect
good
to be
numbers
coddled.
this season.
he's a
You understand that? He still has good numbers.
crybaby.
He has like he still has really good
Because
numbers.
Devontae Adams is balling too.
I mean, it's still Aaron Rodgers as a playmaker to get those
I
plays.
mean, he's overthrowing the fuck out of receivers right now. He
Yeah.
looks like Mitchell Trubisky.
I mean, they don't have. He doesn't. I don't think he has that good of a team around him.
I mean, his O-line's not like great. They're injured still.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
they've been beat all year.
They just found out what Aaron Jones is.
right.
Like, yeah. So it's just.
I think that also played a factor in McCarthy getting kicked out because they gave the ball to fucking Jamal Williams. Like they gave him like his whole like first like 3 series or some shit.
Yeah.
Well, Aaron Jones was out the first 3 games for a drug violation.
No.
Well,
I'm talking about this past game.
Against
They
Arizona,
gave a
Jamal
series
Williams,
to
Jim.
Jamal Williams, series to Aaron Jones, series to Jamal Williams.
Yeah.
Like the fuck, dude, just give the ball to the guy that's fucking good.
And like Joe Philbin, he was there when Rodgers first got there after Favre, and he was a play caller, and he understands how to use a running back. So Aaron Jones is now going to become better. I'm saying like fantasy wise and in general, they're going to be a better team offensively.
He's a terrible head coach.
We'll see.
Let's see.
We'll see.
Andrew,
Yeah.
those New York Giants
Yeah.
took your Bears to overtime.
Which I mean, the way to look at this,
Odell Beckham Jr.
it was. I mean,
touchdown.
honestly, it was another game for us to rest
yeah.
Trubisky, and it didn't. Everyone else in the division lost, so it's not like we got. It's not like anyone got closer to taking us to the division. Now we have Trubisky back and healthy. I mean, I'm just saying it for the game. It didn't. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like it's okay now. Like we're still top of the division. It was a backup quarterback. I mean, could he have played better? Sure. The last series in like overtime when they kept fumbling the ball, yeah, that looked horrible. They looked like shit, like absolutely shit right there.
Like
I don't know why they kept happening, but it did. But like that last drive, in order for them to tie the game, and then for them to kick the onside kick and the touchdown, the trick play, that was all amazingly. I just think that was all well. It was well ran, and I think Nagy's play calling there is. Dude, I think he's really good for offense. I mean,
he's better than we've had in the past. Like,
well, yeah, and like you have him he has Tariq Cohen doing like a flea flicker out to Anthony Miller for a touchdown. Like I like the way he's using the pieces on offense the way they're supposed to be.
They saw Odell Beckham Jr. throw a touchdown. They were like, pretty cool.
Yeah,
We'll try it.
it's true.
Did they say that Odell Beckham Jr. has as many touchdowns as like not as a guy, but
Well, he's 2 for 2.
no, as many touchdowns to like wide receiver or some shit as like or something. It's some weird stat like that. It was
It's
funny.
something weird. Yeah, he's 2 for 2 this year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's just I don't I think it's a team like that. They didn't care that much. You'll see them play lights out this week against the Rams.
New England beat Minnesota.
Yes, they did.
I mean, Minnesota's a good defense. I didn't think that was gonna happen. I thought the Patriots were gonna
New
lose.
England's good.
They are good.
New England.
It wasn't
They're
like
still
even like
New
on the
England.
back of Brady either. Like they just
Yeah.
like it wasn't like a high scoring game or anything.
No.
James White was balling again.
Sonny Michelle was
And Sonny
back.
Michel back.
Yeah.
Rex Burkhead was
Rex
back, too.
Burkhead had like
Sexy,
2
sexy.
drives.
Yeah. It was an interesting game.
Yeah, definitely. And then
Lions Rams, baby.
Rams won. No big shocker there. And moving on.
But we held on until the third quarter. Our defense looked good.
I mean, yeah, until the third quarter. First half was like, yeah.
13. We were tied. We were going into the fourth quarter, 16-13, and then fucking Todd Gurley balls out in the fourth quarter. Almost disappointed a whole lot of fantasy football players.
And then they didn't. They ended up winning by like 10.
Well, no, fantasy football players, because Todd Gurley stopped at the goal line.
Oh yeah, I don't understand why he did that because it didn't make any sense because they still had the 2-minute warning.
Yeah.
If
It made Green
if
Bay
they were
burn the last
inside
time
the
out.
2-minute warning, like that's one thing. But like the fact that he stopped, I did not understand that.
Green Bay had one more timeout left, and they forced him to
Lions.
burn it.
Not Green, Detroit.
We're talking about Detroit.
Or no, sorry, Detroit.
They got the ball back,
Detroit
though.
had one more timeout.
They got the ball
and
back.
he forced him to
still
burn
the
it.
ball back.
That's what I'm saying. They got the ball back. There's
I
no
know,
way they
and he
could run
still
the
scored a
clock down.
touchdown. He still scored a touchdown.
Right.
And he still
But,
scored it too. Like,
there was no like the fact that they couldn't run the ball down because Detroit had timeouts and they had 2-minute warning still. Like I didn't understand the point of like him stopping. Like it wasn't gonna do anything.
the first time he did it like that game, it was to win. This time, I think he did it partially to kind of be a dick, like because there was still over 2 minutes.
He
like,
like
2.5
looked
minutes
where
left. The
people
game
were.
still.
Like it,
Oh, yeah.
it was like he like did it on purpose.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why.
Up to the 3, like you got tackled at the 3-yard line. You're not gonna punch that in 2 tries. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Well, like you're not gonna you can't need that out. They had enough timeouts left.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I don't know.
It didn't make any sense to me. The Chargers rallied to come back and beat Pittsburgh. They were down quite a bit, and then Phil Rivers took that shit into his hands and did some amazing things. Hit Keenan Allen for a touchdown.
Pittsburgh looked so bad the second half. They
They
just
did.
looked bad.
James
Yeah.
Conner did get hurt.
Yeah, he did.
James Conner gets hurt.
And they already ruled him out this week too. Yeah, the Chargers. I mean, I don't think they're going to take the division because obviously the Chiefs, but I think they're definitely shooing for a wild card, and I think they can. I think they could go somewhere in the playoffs. I mean, I trust him to beat anyone if it comes down to it. Like, I can make an argument for him in the AFC. So I'm excited to see him keep going.
I mean, they wild card. That means they have to play the number 3 seed, or it'll be the number 3 division winner. So you figure New England takes a bye, and then who else is that?
KC.
Like, Kansas City takes the second bye. So the Chargers are playing like.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Like Pittsburgh.
The Chargers probably taking.
If they take the wild card, they would be the 5 seed.
It would be Pittsburgh or the winner of the AFC South, so it would be Houston or Indy. Probably Houston. So Houston or Pittsburgh, and the wild cards would be the Chargers and X team. Probably it could be the Colts. It could be.
Well, Houston will be playing one of the wild card teams.
Yeah, Houston will be, and then whoever wins.
So it's probably going to be like Houston and Chargers, Colts, Steelers.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, and now you can throw in like Baltimore,
Maybe,
or technically the Raiders. I think.
Shut up.
No, not the Raiders. Not the Raiders. The Broncos. Sorry, it's the Broncos.
The Broncos are up there as possible.
The Broncos.
Now with Emmanuel Sanders.
That's hurt them.
That's huge.
And Chris Harris.
Yeah, you don't have your best offensive weapon.
I'm alright. I'm like he's out for the season, right?
Yeah, torn Achilles.
Yeah.
Said it.
Like
that was during practice.
Trade
too.
away
Yeah.
Demarius Thomas and then Emmanuel Sanders gets hurt.
Demarius Thomas is playing like ass. Fuck it.
Now they're relying on Cortland Sutton, Philip Lindsay, who's going to keep going off.
Philip Lindsay's really good.
Yeah, he's good at football.
Very good.
Brandon Browner from Seattle
And New England.
He was in New England, yes.
Yeah.
8 years for being a stupid piece of shit.
8 or 18?
8.
8.
For attempted murder.
Yeah.
What an idiot.
Yeah.
That's like the same shit like Aaron Hernandez ass-type bullshit, or like
Idiots.
fucking
They're
like
so
even Deshaun
stupid.
Jackson still gangbanging like in the NFL. Like the fuck, dude. Like leave that life.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
Sometimes some people just stuck in the same rut. Like,
Yeah.
Like you hang out with the same entourage and shit that like got you stuck in the.
Yep.
Ugh, dumb. AJ Green, Bengals bring him back for a game and he's fucking
Stupidly
out the rest of the
breaking
season.
They are going nowhere this year. They're not going to make the playoffs. They fired their coach.
So
They're
now
looking
he's
for a
a
head coach. They bring him back against the Broncos. Like, why bring him back at all? You're not going anywhere.
Coach.
Huh?
The Bengals? The Browns fired their head coach.
Yeah,
It's only a matter of time
They
before
went to
Marvin
the
Lewis gets
Bengals.
fired. Marvin Lewis
They
should be
just hired
fired.
Hugh Jackson.
Marvin Lewis should be
to
fired.
play alongside.
I think Marvin Lewis should be fired. They should fire their coach.
They
Well,
should
he
have been
didn't
fired
get
like
rid
3
of
seasons
Andy
ago.
And I mean that's and well, I mean, and also Andon's on IR for the year. You're playing Jeff Driscoll. Why is AJ Green coming back a smart move in any way? Like, it's just it's ridiculous.
The last big headline: Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, quite a big
Stupid.
headline.
They're just stupid.
Like, also like you're the breadwinner. Like, say you have an entourage, right? Like their jobs should literally be make sure he doesn't lose his job.
Yeah.
Like not to like say like you're using or leeching off him, but like if you're part of your dude like that, someone's entourage like that, like helps
You're there.
like yeah, you're there. Like you don't let him get in those situations.
You're supposed to be his boy. And you're supposed to make sure he's not doing
And
anything
realistically, it's not
stupid.
like don't get me wrong. The fact that he put hands on a woman is one thing, but like he shouldn't be getting in fights in general. Like
No.
don't let him get into fights.
No. Well, so I know like the video where they.
I mean, there's no sound. Like what are you gonna do? Like you can't do anything like, with all the video.
we
But
know.
like
So the hearsay is she said some things that were
racist of nature.
super racist, and he pushes her.
Well, he like tackles like his boy into her.
Okay, so then
But
in the
it's
beginning,
not like that.
in
You
the
can probably
beginning, she starts walking towards him, and he starts walking towards her, and then he like pushes her shoulder, and
Right.
she barely moves. It wasn't even like he threw her to the ground by pushing her. He like pushed her shoulder, and then she socked him in the face, and then like he gets upset and starts getting pissy, and he pushes his boy, and his boy falls into her, and that was.
I mean,
the worst thing
again,
that happened.
wasn't like he fucking like rushed his boy. Like he put some speed behind it. Like,
And his boy fell down.
yeah.
And inadvertently ran into her.
Wait, and when she fell, she like crashed.
I
Into
mean, we
the
don't know
wall.
that he wasn't pushing him into her on purpose though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he definitely like ran back,
Yeah.
which like it definitely makes sense that like maybe she yelled something down the hall because like the fact that he's like had enough time to fucking run and fucking just chuck the dude across the thing.
And then that's when he
Came
kicks
back
her.
for that finishing move.
So the kick to me really wasn't that bad. It was kind of a petty kick. Like, he just did it to push her over.
Yeah.
I mean,
They
sure,
made it sound like
but-
when you first read the article,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
like full on.
Like kicking out a
Gut
soccer
kicking
kick.
her,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what I thought too.
But
Yeah.
that being said, he shouldn't have came back
No.
to kick her.
No, I agree. I think he's stupid. He's definitely stupid. But I don't think it warrants a lifetime ban from the NFL. Like, the other stuff that's coming out now,
yeah,
he
other
has an
incidents,
anger
there's
issue.
other incidents.
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
yeah.
The
he has
first
two
one?
more where
Yeah.
he got the physical altercation. Like, you can't do that.
So you think about this: the Chiefs. I mean, they obviously they had to cut him because you can't have
I hate-
him on the
so-
team because Tyreek Hill.
Right, but
Oh, yeah.
so
Like,
it's
you
weird
can't
to
do
me
it.
that because like he gets to. Wait, what about Tyreek Hill?
Tyreek Hill. So before he got drafted, he punched his pregnant girlfriend and choked her and everything. And they still drafted him, knowing this all happened, and they're okay with him being on the team. Now this happened with Kareem Hunt. Like you can't have two people on your team that have an
Yeah,
issue
this
with
is the
hitting
Joe
women.
Mixon argument though, right? Like you do something before you get drafted, like you have like that's just like when they bring you in. Like
Young
if you
and
do anything
dumb.
afterwards, it's an
Right.
umbrella thing.
He's still
Well, that's why
young
they cut
and
him, because
dumb.
they don't
Like,
want that
he's
PR.
a 22-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
22 years old. Or
But like
23
Kareem
or
Hunt, like
whatever.
having anger issues before he gets drafted
Yeah.
is one thing.
So-
Doing it while you're a member of the team, that's completely different because then now you're representing that
So
team.
the only way he should be allowed back in the NFL is by doing something to prove that you're not this. This is not a thing. Like, get anger issue. Go to anger issue classes. Do something to make it look like you aren't going to do this again.
Yeah.
Show us that you're trying to grow as a person. Don't. You can't do that. These are things you literally, as a professional
I
athlete.
don't know, man. They let Greg Hardy back in pretty easily.
That's my problem with the league is they just let him in. Like, no repentance, nothing. They're not going to show you that they want to change. And then they keep doing it because they're pieces of shit. It has nothing to do with them being NFL players. It has everything to do with them being human beings, but they're pieces of shit.
Yeah.
The difference, though, like the reason like they have to be reprimanded in the first place is like you represent the like your team. Like they bring that's your part of your contract is like
You
like,
are
I
the
can't
company.
like go around like bashing my fucking like the company I work for.
Yeah.
Like I can't like wear like my like company logo shirt and beat the shit out of somebody.
Exactly. It's the thing is you are the company. Once you're signing a contract, you are the company.
Yeah.
So the only way I think a team should even consider bringing him back is by him showing that this isn't going to be him.
Yeah, but the NFL as an organization has to like make him accountable for that. They won't. Because
Oh, I
we've
agree.
seen
We
time
have a
and time again that
weak-ass
they
commissioner.
don't have recommendations type of setup for that like scenario,
It's-
which is weird because like it happens more and more now.
It's a weak ass commissioner. Roger Goodell can't. He doesn't do anything. Like
It's crazy though. Like, is he getting suspended at all? Because like
Yeah.
you
6-game suspension if he comes back.
Is it
dude,
6?
that's
I heard 8 to
literally
10.
2 games more than smoking
6.
pot.
So
I know.
the thing is, like, so I understand. Like,
He should be suspended for a whole season.
him. Oh yeah,
A
for
whole
sure.
season.
Yeah, but any
Anyone
team,
that does that,
Oh, yeah.
a whole season,
and
automatically.
any team that takes him knows that they have to wait a season before he can play, and that's the risk they're
A
taking.
season or 6 games.
Well, or it was 6 games.
Well, it's 6
they have to
games
wait
right now, but yeah.
however long the suspension is, and that's the risk they take. Which I mean, they should understand that.
There's some people that are. You know,
Like, the Redskins have to do it. The
Dude,
Redskins-
well, I mean, Dallas waited 10 games for Greg Hardy to come back.
Yeah.
Greg Hardy is a true piece of shit, and I think Kareem Hunt is just an idiot and doing stupid shit.
Yeah.
Greg Hardy was a piece of shit.
Yeah, like so, like Kareem Hunt, like he has anger issues done more than once. I'm sure alcohol is involved in a lot of these altercations.
I'm sure
like
it's in
stop
every
putting
altercation.
yourself
Oh, yeah.
in this
Stop
situation.
drinking.
It's not
Don't
like
drink during the season.
Yeah.
That's my thing. Don't drink during the
I mean,
season.
don't get drunk
In your
during the
off season,
season.
make sure
Yeah.
someone's babysitting you. You have one sober friend that you pay to babysit
Yeah.
you. That's what you should
Yeah.
do.
Seriously,
That's
to
what I
drive,
would do.
to drive you around so you don't get a DUI as some of these players are, and watch you. And like, these guys have to realize this day and age, you're always being watched.
Everywhere.
And what's in some way or another, and most of the time, it's a recording device like a camera. The thing that sucks about this whole thing is like there isn't any audio on this tape, which like she said something like he acted on it. I get why he did, like it's not right anyway. But like I understand that the Chiefs immediately coming out and cutting him is like they're because the whole like they have to make sure it's okay.
Yeah.
The NFL putting him on the commissioner exempt list, like and messing up the rest of the season. There's not. We still don't know everything that happened. I understand they're doing this, but also the NFL they overcorrect on all these incidents.
Every time.
Every single time something happens, they overcorrect
It's one
on the next thing.
and it's video.
Yeah.
Video.
Like Ray Rice, like the whole
If
thing
a
with him
video
sucks.
happens, you're going
Yeah.
to be
Oh,
suspended.
yeah,
No matter how minor it is, you're suspended.
And Adrian Peterson, like that whole thing with him, he gets as much
unless you're Odell Beckham Jr.
and he gets as much as someone else. Like, and they overcorrect on the next case, which is it's stupid. Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't know. They set the precedent with Ray Rice. Like, his shit was fucked up.
Yeah. He like beat the fuck out of her.
He knocked her out. Yeah.
He was a piece of... Ray Rice is a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't think Joe Mixon... I think Joe Mixon's a fucking asshole.
Wasn't in the league.
No clue why he should have been let in the league. When you first see that video...
No, the video's
and that was a whole other thing. Like, she said... She called him the N-word. I think they had audio evidence of that, too. But still... You're literally a grown-ass man trained to play a sport to hurt people. And you haul off and wail on a girl? Dude, nope. I don't care what she said.
He shouldn't be wailing on anyone.
Anybody.
He's got a full career ahead of him.
You gotta realize...
that assault is a felony.
Exactly. Not only that, but, dude, it's a word. Like...
I can't make these comments on why, this is on you.
Well, when I got called it, I got upset, but I thought about it. And I was like... If I hit this guy, I'm gonna get in trouble. Why am I gonna do this? Why am I gonna get just because he was some drunk asshole that called me a word? It's upsetting. It's irritating. It's fucking offensive. But you gotta realize, given situation, what should I do? Think about it before you do it. I'm a star. People are watching. Cameras are everywhere. Let's not react.
You got a life full of millions of dollars coming your way.
Exactly.
You don't want to screw it up.
I'd rather be called the N-word 100 times than be broke.
Yeah.
I'd rather be fucking filthy rich.
Probably.
You can call me that every single day and hand me a couple grand.
That's the shit we're gonna have to edit out later. Anyways, let's move on to week 14, guys. Again, why do we have such shitty fucking matchups? Like, is it because teams are so shitty right now, or is this just bad scheduling? Like, how do we?
Injuries.
Who I point the finger at this for?
A lot of injuries. I think injuries play a huge role in most of these.
I don't know, man.
49ers, they had a shot at being decent, especially the way Breida and Kittle have been playing.
Yeah.
If they're playing like that with
Jimmy Garoppolo's
a better quarterback than...
If he looks as if how we've seen him play,
exactly.
Then
it's more exciting to watch the 49ers play then.
Yeah.
And plus we're getting closer and closer to playoffs, so you know which teams are bad already.
Yeah, that's
true.
true.
At the beginning of the season, some of these games look like they might be exciting.
That's the Mike Shanahan-led team. I would like to see them down the stretch because they have potential. They have a good team on roster. They have. I mean, if Richard Sherman could play like he's supposed to, they would have a solid team.
He's old.
Yeah.
All right. The Thursday night kickoff is Jacksonville and Tennessee. Fuck. Both teams suck.
Tennessee. I'm taking Titans. The Jags defense finally showed up last week in the game against Andrew Luck, and I don't know what happened in that team.
I'm taking Tennessee.
I don't know how
I'm taking Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette.
Yeah.
End of conversation.
Titans have a good run
Best
defense.
player on both teams. Best player in the entire game will be Leonard Fournette. Talent-wise, the best player on both of those two teams.
Jalen Ramsey's a better corner than Leonard Fournette.
Again, he's also on Jacksonville. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying, best talent, for the best talent there
on
offense is Leonard Fournette.
Yeah, that's fair.
Offense, yeah.
But the
Mariota's garbage. Fucking Derrick Henry sucks.
I wouldn't say Mariota's garbage. I would say he has a really bad team.
He dink and dunks. He's
out. Oh, yeah. That's how...
Best receiver.
Corey Davis.
Exactly. Delaney Walker got hurt, and it would have been him. That team right now with Delaney Walker would be better. It'd be a lot better.
Seasons.
Yeah.
What's that?
He had some decent prior seasons.
Not
top 10 quarter. No one's arguing that he's a top 10, 15 quarterback, but I'd rather have him than say. First of all, have all these injuries on my team for quarterbacks.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'd take Marcus Mariota over
James
Winston.
Carolina is in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Carolina.
You're not ready to start picking against Carolina yet?
No, because Cleveland technically is in the hunt by the numbers. Carolina is too. I think Carolina is more likely to make the playoffs over the Browns by far.
Carolina
so yeah,
Cam Newton and Christian McCaffrey are significantly better than
anyone else on.
Baker and Nick Chubb.
I mean, Nick Chubb isn't bad though.
No, but Christian McCaffrey's playing better.
Oh, yeah.
He's garbage.
We'll see.
So Carolina across the board.
How many interceptions did he throw last week?
Okay, the Texans have a really good defense.
Not a good pass defense.
They're
It's
fine.
good enough.
Denver is in San Francisco. I'm taking Denver because the Niners have a backup running back. They've got like a third string quarterback.
Backup running back.
Yeah. I'm taking Denver.
I'm taking Denver.
Denver.
They still have to claw their way for playoffs this year.
Again,
Hurts
their wide
Both
receiver core is
teams-
hurt. Their
Yeah.
wide receivers are being led by Cortland Sutton, who doesn't look bad. Like, he's not bad.
No.
He's just
Well, both
young
teams'
as fuck.
wide receiver cores are hurt because
But
they're
Philip
missing.
Lindsay's better than
Well, the backup back
what's
Breida
his
got
fucking
hurt.
name? Like Jeff Wilson or some
Yeah,
shit?
Yes.
Breida got
And-
hurt, so they're missing.
The Denver defense is better than San Francisco's defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Chris Harris loss is going to hurt them down the rest of the year. That's going to suck a lot for them.
Yeah, it's true.
That sucks.
Detroit's in Arizona, who just, Arizona's coming off hot. They beat Green
It's a
Bay.
booty
Like,
game.
who you gonna pick?
Another booty game. Detroit.
I think I'm going to. God damn it.
Are you gonna pick Detroit? Are you gonna pick Detroit?
I'm taking Arizona.
Just
shit.
can't do it.
David Johnson? Is that what the...
Fits at home.
Not a real statistic.
Alright, we'll see.
Who are you taking?
I honestly flip a coin for me. I don't fucking know. You guys have no run game. Is Kerryon Johnson actually out?
He might be back. He's questionable tag
They
still.
should honestly rest him the rest of the season.
Rest of the season,
But
absolutely.
he's the future of that franchise. He's good.
I agree.
Rest him.
Rest
Don't
him.
I
rust
agree.
him back. It's
But
fucking
we
dumb.
kept in the game with the Rams. You think we're really gonna lose to
Do
Arizona?
you really think the Rams
Like
are
when we say
trying
kept in
that
the game, yeah, I agree. I feel like the
I
foot
think
was
they
on
were
the gas pedal,
overlooking
like-
that game. They were overlooking that game for this week.
I mean, that's a good way to look at it. You're
I'm just saying.
I'm telling you right now, that defense was stopping everything.
Okay.
They were sacking fucking
Alright.
Jared Goff.
When Josh Rosen.
Oh,
Hey, bet
they
me an
sacked
ice.
Jared Goff like 2 or 3 times, and a lot of it's near the end of the game, like that fumble.
Bet me an ice on that game then.
On the,
Don't
you want me to
take
bet you on the Lions and Cardinals?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Gross.
No.
Then don't be a bitch.
I'm taking Detroit. Better quarterback. Better.
Defense.
Sure. Fuck. I don't care. Here's more shitty games coming up. The Jets are in Buffalo. I'm taking Buffalo.
Buffalo.
I'm gonna flip a coin.
Josh Allen.
I'll take.
He can just run. He can
Josh
run the ball
Allen,
really
Shane
well.
McCoy.
Yeah.
They
running
they
really
get
well.
rid of.
I think Isaiah Crowell is hurt now too. So yeah.
They did get
Buffalo
rid
for sure.
of Calvin Benjamin in Buffalo though. But
Cheeseburger Eddie's gone.
who else is a receiver there? Zay
Zay
Jones.
Zay Jones.
Okay,
And he was hurt like all last year, right? Or like he just came in late, right?
Calvin
I
Benjamin
can't
could
tell
go somewhere and be good.
Bitch can't catch.
Don't talk to me.
He's slow. The fuck?
He wasn't bad in Carolina,
Can we call him?
He wasn't
Eddie?
good
I
either.
feel
but like
Cheeseburger
that's how
Eddie
he
was
that's how
Eddie
he got
Lacy.
the value. Is because he was good. He was okay there.
The Lacey effect. There you go.
I think he'd be good somewhere else. Like I think he'd be
I
good.
don't.
I think he'd be good in
He's
Detroit.
Sammy Watkins to me.
He's definitely worse than Sammy Watkins.
No, but like Sammy Watkins was in Buffalo and
Yeah.
he like left. He's had
Yeah.
a couple good games this season and then he's been injured or gone or absent. Jets or Bills for you though. You taking the Jets or the Bills?
Bills.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
This game has potential to be a nice little shootout. Atlanta is in Green Bay.
I'm taking Atlanta.
I'm taking the Packers. Yeah, I'm taking the Packers. You heard me.
I'm taking Atlanta.
Uh,
Joe Philbin's
I think the offense
Joe
is going to look better
Philbin,
with
interim head coach. You think Joe Philbin's going to make that offense look better?
Yeah.
You know who was doing the play calling at the line for that game?
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers
so
was
that
changing every play. Aaron Rodgers was not listening to Mike McCarthy
All right.
at all that game.
All right.
Okay, I'm
Take
telling
Atlanta,
you right
take
now.
Atlanta.
I'll take Atlanta by a
Alright.
touchdown.
Oh. All right.
Atlanta's got more talent.
Exactly.
I'm taking Falcons. Baltimore is in Kansas City. I'm taking the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Yeah, Chiefs.
Even without Kareem Hunt. How did Spencer Ware look last week?
Not good, but this is his first game playing like a full game.
They brought
back,
Trick
so-
Hendricks
Yeah, I
West
was gonna say,
back.
they re-signed
Back
Trick
to the old
Hendricks.
times.
So I think Spencer Ware going forward will look better. I think he just needed get a couple games under his belt before, because he looked really good
last
The
year.
year before.
Yeah, before.
Yeah, before he got
Before
hurt,
his
and they
injury.
brought Kareem Hunt
He
in.
looked really good.
I think we found out last week who really benefited from Kareem Hunt being gone. Fucking Travis Kelce.
Oh, shit.
180 yards and 2 touchdowns.
No, that happens
Oh.
every few games. So he
That's a big game.
That's
a
go,
big
go look
game.
back. Go look back at fantasy football.
So I'm saying he had like 180
He
yards
has.
and 2 touchdowns.
He does that though. That's what happens. Or Tyreek
Yeah.
Hill has a 170-yard game and 3 touchdowns.
Well, like their running back, I know, like Spencer Ware didn't have a
It
great
doesn't
game.
matter.
It's just Travis Kelce went
Yeah.
off.
I don't think it benefited because Kareem Hunt's gone. I think that's just how it happens for that
I
team.
think it helps a little bit.
They always have that one hot player.
Yeah.
And they have Pat Mahomes, who is
Always a hot
amazing.
player.
They almost lost
New England's in Miami.
Oh wait, Patrick Mahomes is 15 touchdowns away with 4 games left.
Yeah, this week.
So he's 15
14.
touchdowns away.
No, 3 games left. Oh, 4 games including this weekend. Yeah.
So he's 15 touchdowns away from breaking.
If he plays 17, he has to play week 17.
Yeah, but they might still have to play to get that number 1 spot. I mean,
If they lose one of the games,
New England keeps winning.
wins, yeah. But-
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
if you have to play at the end of the season to take that. You don't want to see New England at home
Yeah, that's
in
true.
the playoffs.
All right.
That's true.
Speaking of New England, they are in Miami. They lost to them earlier this year.
New England.
Yeah, me too.
I mean,
Just trying to see if I can sway anybody, so I don't have to.
Not
Drink.
even a little bit.
All right. New Orleans is in Tampa. Get them Saints.
New Orleans.
Yeah.
They need to bounce back after last week.
Tampa Bay won the first week against them.
That was under Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah,
Not
but
the same.
they're interchange. They're both the same quarterback. They're interception machines.
I agree with that statement. The Giants are in Washington. I'm taking New York.
Yeah, New York.
Yeah. Mark Sanchez is starting for Washington now. And their backup quarterback's a quarterback that hasn't started a game since 2013.
Yeah.
It's not
And he
looking
was
great for them right
bad.
now.
He's always been a backup or third string quarterback.
Yeah, the Giants are they better whoop that ass.
Oh yeah, Saquon Barkley all day.
Yeah.
They got the first, second, and third best player on the
Fuck
field.
it, let Saquon throw the ball too. Shit. Probably do better than Eli. Indy is in Houston. This game has some potential.
I
Like,
think
should be
it's a
worth
good
watching.
game.
Definitely should be worth watching.
I'm taking Houston.
Same.
I'm taking Indy.
Of course you are, because you love to chortle Andrew Luck's. Never mind.
Whatever. I think Marlon Mack's also pretty good too, and T.Y. Hilton. I just think
No, you just want
they're good players.
you
That's
just
a good
want to
team.
play with Andrew Luck's balls.
We'll see. It's just a good
Nuke
game.
Hopkins is so much better than T.Y.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know.
Absolutely. Oh yeah.
Lamar Miller looks good right now.
Yeah. Definitely better defense.
Okay.
Oh, without a doubt.
I just that this will be their 10th win straight if they win.
Yeah.
So
Then they'll keep doing
They
it.
have a shit division. I don't care.
I just, oh yeah.
Such a shitty division.
Oh yeah.
Fuck that. Cincinnati is in L.A. against the Chargers. I'm taking the Chargers.
Chargers by a lot.
They proved that they don't need Melvin Gordon to win. I mean, they love Melvin Gordon.
They
don't get me
really
wrong.
don't need him to win now since freaking
Since-
Driscoll's
yeah.
their starter and quarterback.
AJ Green's
AJ
out.
Green's
like Tyler
out.
Boyd's leading that receiving core. Yeah, this got a fucking scheme against him. Not even a struggle.
If
Bill-
I am the Chargers, I am approaching this game carefully. One thing, I don't bring Melvin Gordon back in this game.
No.
Two,
No.
you watch out for your players' safety like Keenan Allen because the Bengals will injure them,
Dirty.
will injure your players down this playoff stretch you're looking for, and I would watch out for that because the Bengals are dirty.
They are.
I'm not gonna say. I mean, remember
dirty.
Antonio Brown got his head targeted. I'm just like
Yeah.
I'd watch out against this team.
This is coming from the guy that loves Vontaze Burfict.
I know, but looking as a fan of football and a fantasy player down the stretch, I don't want anything happening to Keenan Allen in this game or anyone else because this team would hurt them.
Fair enough.
I don't want it.
Another game that's probably decently worth to watch, especially after what Dallas did last week. Philly is in Dallas. Give me them Cowboys.
Yeah, because
Ezekiel
they
Elliott?
won in Philly last time, didn't they?
I'm taking-
now they're in
I'm
Dallas.
taking-
I'm
I'm taking Dallas.
taking Dallas.
Ezekiel Elliott.
They
Hopefully it's a good game.
I hope Philly.
By far the best running back in that game.
Oh,
By
yeah.
far
Dude, over
What?
Corey Clement and fucking...
better receiver
yeah.
than Amari Cooper. Definitely not better quarterback. by
I mean, I don't
any
know about better receiver by
stretch.
far. Like, he's still got Alshon
No, I
and Golden
said
Tate.
by a little bit.
Oh. I think this
Alshon's
season
better overall.
aside, because they both look like ass this season, I would take Alshon and Golden Tate over Amari Cooper. Like, back at the beginning of the season, I would have taken both of
You
them
know,
over
beginning of
Amari.
the season, yeah.
Like, this season, they look like shit, and I don't know why. Maybe Carson Wentz is the problem.
Golden Tate looked really good last
Well, yeah, he
game.
looked good this past week. Yeah, I like Golden Tate.
I love Golden Tate. That's my dude.
Their receiving core should be better. I'm not.
But by far the better quarterback.
Divisional game like that though, like if Philly wins,
But the problem
They-
is
they got
possible.
Dallas's
they can
defense
do
is
it.
just so
yeah,
good.
and
Well,
Philly's
and
injury is
Dallas
hurt.
literally just needs to control the play clock and run the ball.
Yeah,
They're not stopping
it's
Ezekiel
going to be
Elliott.
Dallas.
Pittsburgh is in Oakland. I'm just gonna take Pittsburgh. 'cause
Pittsburgh.
Oakland is
Yeah.
trying to rebuild for like the next 5 years. I guess I don't know what the fuck
James
John
Conner
Gruden's
is
doing.
hurt, so they have Jalen Samuel only, and I still think they're gonna win by.
No, they have Stephen Ridley still.
They're supposed to be
Okay,
playing
but
Gary,
James Conner is
but
hurt.
who knows?
But yeah,
It's all hearsay at this point. All right, I'm guessing they flexed the Sunday night game because it's worth watching.
I
It's
don't think they did.
they had to, right? Like,
I
there's
guess-
no
I
way this
guess
was a
they could've.
it
plan.
was flexed. They flexed it.
Was it the Pittsburgh and
This
Oakland Raiders game that got flexed out? Probably.
dude,
No.
imagine that would be a fucking shit game. The Rams are in Chicago.
You first, Andrew.
I'm taking the Bears.
You taking the Bears?
I'm taking the Bears.
Let me get those Rams.
I'm taking the Bears.
Rams.
Okay.
Are you taking the Bears because you're a Bears fan, or do you truly think they have a chance to win this game?
Both.
You're dumb as fuck.
Why do you think that you guys can win this game?
Because our defense will show up against a team like this, so we need
Wait,
to.
say that one more time, a little bit slower.
Our defense will show up against a team like this in prime time at home.
They will outscore
They showed up
you.
against Minnesota. They will do it against this team also.
Minnesota's not.
I'm
the
just
Rams.
saying.
Who is a better running back, Todd
I'm
Gurley or Saquon Barkley?
I'm sorry. The Lions' defense has slowed the Rams down this week.
Even not even who's better. They're both amazing running backs, but Todd Gurley's a
Better running back.
yeah.
Okay.
By far.
The Bears are going to shut them down.
Not to mention
Jared Goff's better.
is so much better than Eli Manning.
I agree.
They have more weapons on offense than the Giants had. The Giants literally have Odell and Saquon. Sterling Shepard played like ass.
That's
He's
it.
out now. Like the Rams without like.
Landon Collins was
Okay.
I don't know, like.
Don't get me wrong.
there's
He
no
picked
way.
Detroit against the Rams, which is also like just being your like fan of your team. but-
I admit that I was just being a fan, like, and we.
I'm a fan, too.
That's the thing,
You
we
s-
beat teams that we're not supposed to.
Exactly.
It's what happened. What happened is
know.
what happened all year.
I know.
So I put my faith in
I
luck.
think the Bears win the game. I'm also just a Bears fan, so.
Yeah, I know you're a Bears fan.
Yeah.
You don't think that.
All right, last game, Monday Night Football. Well, Minnesota's in Seattle. I'm gonna take those Vikings.
I'm taking the Vikings. You gonna take Seattle?
No.
No, he's gonna take Seattle.
No, he's not.
He's thinking about it.
No, he's not.
I think they're favored. I think
Dude,
Vegas,
please
Vegas
take
has them
Seattle.
favored. Vegas has them favored, I think.
Why?
Because they're at home and
Minnesota's
because it's just
Bad
and
right
Seattle's
now.
making a playoff push for wild card, which I think they could do it.
Oh yeah.
I 100% think they can do it. Like I wouldn't mind it.
I'm gonna take Minnesota.
Russell
figure.
Wilson is
Definitely way better. Than
one of the better quarterbacks in the league right now this year.
Oh yeah, he's.
And
playing
if-
No,
well
and
this
he's-
summer,
he's-
though.
he's finally
great.
playing better, which is nice. I agree, but
They finally have a run game too, like decently, like a decent run game.
I mean,
Chris Carson and Rashad Penny
he's
are looking pretty
fine.
good. I mean, and Mike Davis, the Seattle's actually averaging one of the most rushing yards per game this year. They're doing a lot on offense, like rushing wise. The offensive line's still horrible, and Russell Wilson still just does everything for that team in order to win a game. Because he is a great quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Doug Baldwin's looking bad.
Tyler
Oh,
Lockett's
Lockett's
looking
looking good.
Yeah, he's looking good. And then they had Will Disley. He got hurt. It's an interesting team.
I don't know. I still think Minnesota's got more well-rounded
Yeah.
players at this point. I still love Adam Thielen,
Stephon Diggs, Dalvin
Stephon Diggs.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It'll be all right.
I loved Steph or Adam Thielen and
Bill Belichick going at it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
It's fun stuff.
Do you think that Belichick was just courting him for when Adam Thielen inevitably signs with the Patriots
They
in a
don't
few
pay
years?
for big name players. Adam Thielen's going to get a huge
Yeah.
contract.
Exactly.
Oh no, after
will-
that.
He would have to They don't sign
No,
big
Belichick
name
will be-
players.
Gone in.
He'll be the
4
Patriots
seasons.
sooner or
Yeah.
later. Before
He'll
we know it,
retire.
he'll be there.
Well, that's all I got for this week. You guys have anything else to say?
No.
About it.
Well,
All right. Well, in that case, this is Jam signing off.
goodbye and get drunk.